Hello, and welcome to the third episode of our Mage campaign, titled to be named later. Um, I'm Mike, I'll be your DM tonight, and I know that's kind of different because the last two episodes, Josh was the DM, but we're trading off, and it's going to make things hopefully more interesting. Um, And that means Josh has a character of his own tonight.
Yep.
um, let's start by going around and having the players introduce themselves and their characters. And please tell us what tradition of magic your character is. So we'll start with Melody.
Hello, my name is Melody. I play Misty Everwood. I am Sons of Ether. I am also chaotic good, or chaotic good. Um, I like to be a smart aleck and a hothead.
That's not going to cause problems at all. And next we'll go to Josh.
All right. I'm Josh. I'm playing Eric Holden, who is a virtual adept who is a big fan of biology. He's a biology teacher in his real world job, but as the rest of his time, he's a biologist for magic.
Mm, okay. And finally, Rowain.
I'm Rowain. I am playing Eleanor Abernathy, who is heavily invested in this idea of the crazy possibilities behind combining mind and entropy, and also totally isn't a cult leader. We're just a group of like minded individuals who really like cats.
Oh, what's your tradition?
I don't remember.
Is it
Do
like
you
verbena?
remember?
Was it the witchy kind or the?
Yeah, I think it was the witchy kind.
So it's verbena.
Yeah, I'm more of a player that goes by feel than titles, but yeah, Verbana seems right.
Okay. And last we left off, you guys had just procured a painting for a certain, uh, shall we say, magical type. And through his help quote, you procured a large amount of alcohol, which eh, it's unbeknownst to anyone how much of this you guys all drank. And you woke up seriously hungover the next day, except for Eric, who was not part of that little party.
Right.
Uh, and after a couple of days, you got another text from your benefactor of alcohol. And he he wanted to talk to you, and he had something else that he wanted you to do. But while explaining that, he decided he was going to go to Doisteppe, which is a pocket dimension that um, his tradition of Mage goes to, along along with several others because there's a school there. Since he was bolting, you guys decided to go with him because if there was something so important that he was leaving, you decided you probably didn't want to mess with it anyway. So you hastily packed your bags and went with him. And now you find yourself in Doisteppe, this place where there are all types of mages just randomly wandering around doing things. Um, and when you actually enter here, you enter on the grounds of the magic school. You're just sort of plopped down there. It is a nice sunny day. Uh, there aren't, the magic school isn't very busy. It's between terms right now. So there are a few students wandering around, but not like it would be if the classes were in session. Um, and you also notice if you look around yourself, you are alone. The the mage that brought you here is gone. Um, and also, as you look around, you notice a student walking up toward you. What do they see when they see Eric walking toward them?
So Eric is a somewhat tall man, probably about 6'2". Um, he's got a broad build, or I'm sorry, a lithe build. Uh, he looks like he's a fencer. He's actually carrying a foil over his shoulder, not a sharpened rapier or anything, just like a practice foil. He looks like he's just gotten out of practicing with it. He's very sweaty and tired looking. And he's approaching them. He's wearing, jeans or slacks, probably actually, and a nice white linen shirt. Dark hair, dark eyes, that sort of thing.
So what are the two of you what do the two of you do that are uh, I'm assuming you're standing there as this person walks up to you, what is your reaction to this?
Um, well, I mean, my initial reaction is I'm in general just kind of dismayed that I don't think I can actually stream any of this because it will probably get me in trouble. So I'm actually kind of preoccupied with the idea that I don't, my income source has probably been cut off. Um,
Well, at this point, the only thing you know about where you are
mhm.
is what your, you know, what the mage who brought you here told you before you left. That's all you really know about this place.
And I'm like, where can I get some explode or explosive stuff? I don't think I have access to explosive stuff.
Uh, hello? Explosives?
Yes.
I'm not certain that. Well, the high energy physics lab is probably down this area here, but I think that they try to avoid anything exploding outside of their containment vessels.
You said containment vessels. What?
Well, I mean, it's high energy physics. They need to contain it, or everybody else around here is going to be glowing in a day.
And most people don't really want to glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Well, I
Um,
mean, in general, although I try to stream and do all that sort of stuff as much as humanly possible, I'm pretty careful to not accidentally stream something that might be paradox or lead to some sort of situation where that could happen. So since I'm not sure where I am, I'm just kind of not going to do it, and I'm very dismayed and unhappy that I won't get donations today.
Interestingly, you probably do get a reception here.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, I can at least keep up on my social media. Got to get those interactions for the algorithm.
Oh, of course.
so actually, the school probably has a better setup than you do. But so are you gonna ask Eric like where you are and what this place is and yeah.
Yeah, so where are we? What is this place? And is it safe to film?
I would say there are places that are safe to film around here. This place is Doisteppe, and that's where you are. You're in the pocket dimension that houses our school.
No, so if I broadcast this for, the international audience, y'all would be cool with that?
It probably wouldn't get out. Our firewall would block anything that would really invoke paradox.
Oh, well, that ruins my plans. Okay.
And the floating classrooms up that way would probably invoke paradox for most people.
Yeah, probably.
So um Is Eric just going to fall into the group, or does he have other things he needs to do, or what
So
is he
he
doing?
he's sort of the official greeting party, but he's pretty bad at it. He's actually not got a very high charisma. So this is him trying to be personable.
I guess I'll ask. So, other than going to school here, what else is here?
Well, there's the labs if you would like to work on anything of magical import. There's the cafeteria, or the food court, I should say, uh, that happens to have all sorts of food from the workers around here. There are sleepers, so do be careful about any particular castings around the food court. Most of them are initiated, so they wouldn't invoke paradox with you, but a couple of them are still having trouble coming to terms with the idea of magic, so that's where we plop them when they first get here.
I see.
And what are they doing here if they don't believe in magic?
They believe in magic, they just don't quite get that it's perfectly acceptable yet. So they're still paradox sinks.
Um, okay, I guess. Well, if I'm gonna be settled in here for a while, kind of random question, but does a place like this have like a pet store?
I'm actually going to leave that one to the GM. I don't know if this place has a pet store. I've purchased rats and such, but they were for medical experiments.
I would say that it most likely would, because mages have a tendency toward familiars, and so, you know, if some of them can't produce them magically, they have to find them somewhere. So,
If you'd like, I can work you up anything that you're looking for. I do have a stable of rats that I keep for transmutation purposes.
Okay, well, I mean, rats are okay, but I actually really want a cat, for various reasons, but I'm uh I think my followers might understand that if I'm fostering a cat to own, that maybe I have to be gone to spend time with the cat. I can keep the momentum going without streaming all the time.
Well, I can turn a rat into a cat for you. That's no problem at all.
Rat to a cat.
I mean, I guess.
Or you can purchase one from the supply shop. I'm sure there are cats in the supply shop.
there are two ways that you can find a cat. You can either go to the pet store, because there is an entire city here once you get off the university campus. Um, so you can either go to the pet store, or probably down any alley in the city, and there's, you know,
Okay, I would like to procure a can of tuna so I can crack it open down one of the alleys so that I can take pictures of me luring an alley cat to me.
Well, there's definitely tuna in the commissary, so I'm sure that you could buy some there, or I guess in town. I don't really go in town very often. I mostly stay on campus.
Okay, well, thanks for that. I can probably get some tuna then, and I think that'll be my plan for the days to try to catch me a cat. I guess I should at least pop into a pet store to get a collar so that I can, make it official. Oh, I can do a pet supply haul. It'll be great. I bet I could set up a GoFundMe for setting up my new cat with the best stuff to, alley cat to princess of the apartment. It'll be wonderful. Man, my Instagram is gonna blow up.
Speaking of
People do.
apartments, do you need a place to stay while you're here?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, probably that would be a good idea.
All right. Well, I
That
know that there's some space around my dorm that's empty right now. If you'd like to take some of those dorm rooms for yourself, there just aren't enough people. There's never enough mages to fill all the dorm rooms, so they'd probably not care.
you could do that temporarily at least
Yeah.
till the new term started. But you also have no idea how long you're gonna be here. Because
So for
like I said,
temporary, we can stay at the dorm until we know a little bit more along the lines of how long we're gonna be here.
the person who you came with vanished on you. You have, he basically left you to fend for yourselves.
I can tell from your accents that you're Americans, right?
Unfortunately.
Yep.
So the next portal opening to Boston will be in about 3 months. So,
Great. Well, at least I have some money saved up, so if I could get an apartment and find a way to make this not really well, I guess I could stream inside of an apartment because I wouldn't give anything away. So yes, I need an apartment really bad, like yesterday level bad. I haven't had my afternoon stream yet, and that means I'm losing followers and donations as we speak. Consistency, consistency, consistency.
Because followers are extremely finicky. And
Hmm.
this,
Especially when you've set a precedent that basically you stream breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, is there like a campus newspaper that advertises uh, apartments around here, or do you have like uh, is there like a pocket dimension version of like Craigslist with apartments? How do you think I should go about this?
huh, I've never thought about that. Maybe we should ask around.
eh,
I'm sort of a lifelong learner here.
Does Google work up here or
Yes, but it only
down
gets
here? I don't know what the direction means.
it. Actually, there isn't a word for the direction we are from real space right now,
Okay.
but but Google works. It just doesn't really work for the stuff on campus. For that, we've got our own search engine.
What's it called?
It's a Doisteppe.
Of course, how creative. I'm going to put that in my phone and then search for apartments available near me.
Yep, doy.stepp.
Okay, so I typed that in my phone and I'm hoping for results.
so um, you type that in, and it takes a minute because the campus network is always slow. But you eventually find. Now, how much money do you actually have with you?
Like in the form of cash.
Yeah.
Well, usually I would keep like a couple $100 worth of cash on me.
You find two apartments available.
Okay, is there any major difference between the two of them?
One of them is your standard, slightly off campus student apartment,
Mm-hmm.
but the other one is a little further off campus. It's sort of in between campus and the city center itself. And it's a lot fancier.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like an apartment that a professional would live in. Um, it's
Okay,
it's much more expensive than the student apartment, but it's
gotcha.
but it's much nicer.
I think
So
that'll probably do better for what I want it for. So I'm gonna send off the email or messages or whatever to get the ball rolling on that one.
okay, so you send an email to the address in the ad. Um, and so while you're waiting for a reply on that, what do you guys do?
Well, I do the same thing. I put it in my search phone, and I look for apartments as well.
You find the same ad with the same two apartments.
I will put in for the email the one for the student one.
Okay. Um,
So yeah, what are
so
you all doing here? Are you prospective students, or are you gonna be working in town?
Um, I work for myself, basically. As for what I'm doing here, sometimes you do things in life that piss off the wrong people, and you just need to skip town for a while.
which is exactly what your situation is right now.
Yep.
Hmm.
Eric would know who the technocracy is because the university is no doubt keeping track of those kind of things.
Oh yeah, and he's a
Yeah.
virtual adept, so his people broke off from the people that became the technocracy way back
Hmm.
when.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know him from Adam.
yeah.
Like, I'm not just gonna drop that I what
Oh,
exactly happened.
Yep. Not telling them yet. Don't know.
plus you're not the only ones in this place hiding from them either. So
I'm probably not hiding very well. I hope the technocracy doesn't Instagram browse.
Oh, they do. They own Instagram.
I'm aware.
they own Instagram, they own Facebook.
They're all over the place.
They are the new world order.
If you send a text message, they know about it. But,
Except if you're here, because our firewalls are just that good.
so while you guys are waiting for emails, are you just going to wander around campus, or what do
Well,
you guys want to do?
I want my can of fish to go get me a cat.
Uh, you can actually, the quickest way to do that would be to go to the campus cafeteria.
Yeah, I could.
That's what I'll do. I'm gonna head down there and use some of my cash to get a couple cans of tuna or whatever's available.
So yeah, I
It,
can direct you to the campus cafeteria. It's actually a little bit of a walk, and there's a couple of portals on the way. So you want to have a guide the first time you get there.
Okay. Also, how's the food, like in general, in the cafeteria?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm still probably a little bit hungover from how much I drank, so food sounds pretty nice.
yeah, you don't even remember how much you drank.
I'm sure I have video evidence of it, but the idea of going back and looking at it makes me feel sick.
Yeah, you do have video of it because your apartment has cameras,
Hmm.
but like you said, you don't. The thought of even finding out how much you drank just makes your head hurt worse than it does now.
Yes, food sounds good. I think I'll go to the cafeteria as well.
All right, follow me. And I lead them up a couple staircases and around some portals and back through one portal, just because you have to go back through it or it doesn't lead you to the right direction.
For a bunch of eggheads, you guys didn't logic this system out.
Well, magic is magic. It takes a little bit of effort to get everything working the right way, the right time.
Plus,
I guess.
plus bits and pieces of the school have been built over centuries, so
Okay,
mm, you didn't get one designer to build the whole thing.
that's fair.
So you guys finally make your way to the cafeteria. And since it's between terms, the cafeteria has a rather skeleton crew.
Mm-hmm.
There's two two people that look like students, and then there's an elderly couple that you swear could be 80, 90 years old. And they're in their little white aprons and their white hats. And the two of them are standing at the cash register when the three of you walk up. And they're surprised when people actually appear in front of them because they figured everybody was gone.
Hi, Aunt Henrietta, Uncle Edward.
Uh, yeah, they recognize you because you don't ever leave this place.
Yep, it's too nice here.
They're like, hello there. We were wondering when we were going to see you today.
So I've brought some friends whose names I still haven't got, who need some food.
Eleanor. You can call me Ellie. or L, or really whatever you want, any variation of that. I know Eleanor sounds like I'm a 90-year-old retiree in a nursing home.
Misty, you call Misty. You can call me Mist.
Edward's like, what's wrong with a 90-year-old retiree in a nursing home?
It just doesn't really fit the vibe I'm going for.
Um, yeah. Well, we can. He points to the menu that's plastered on the plastic divider next to the cash register. It's he says this is a shortened between term menu. We usually have more stuff when the kids are here. But
Hey, do you have anything that an alley cat would really be into?
they just about anything that doesn't move. Um
I know we have tuna sandwiches around here. Maybe some of that would work.
and the way Henrietta is like, we have some old fish in the fridge that is past us being able to feed it to humans.
That'd be perfect. The smellier, the more the cats like it anyway.
We were gonna toss it, but we hadn't got to it yet. She goes, just a second while you're deciding what you want. And she goes back in the back. And Edward is just standing by the register waiting for you guys to order. Um, the menu is your standard college food. You know, uh, burgers, pizza, chili, you know,
Some
what you would
Chinese dish.
normally get in a college cafe
Yeah.
or cafeteria. What
So,
was what was
yeah.
that?
Oh, like some Chinese dish at the end of it.
Yeah, yeah, teriyaki chicken. Yeah, which is
The
the standard.
the one token vegan labeled item that sounds absolutely disgusting.
It's like bran muffin vegan.
No, it's usually like butternut squash and curry with
Yeah.
raisins or something really strange.
Actually, it's El Henrietta's homemade butternut squash soup that she's been doing the same recipe for 30 years.
You know, that might actually not be bad then. But I think I'm gonna go with the spiciest thing on the menu to kind of shock me out of the rest of this hangover.
Uh, it is. Well, one of the college students is like, we can make you a pizza with like ghost peppers and stuff on it.
Actually, that sounds perfect for what I want. Pizza is already a great hangover food. Add
Yeah.
peppers to it, that'd be perfect.
Said, yeah, we can make you a 10-inch personal pizza if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be perfect. That and the smelliest fish you have in the fridge.
Yeah, at that point, Henrietta comes back with this bundle of something wrapped in butcher paper with twine around it. Says, hands it to you and says, good luck.
As it wafts over at me, I pinch my nose like, oh god.
Yeah, I pinched my nose as well. Ooh, nasty smelling fish.
Edward's like, God knows what this will attract, but
I just need one cat.
Let's hope
I
that you
can
don't
weed
get
it out
any of
from the
those
rest.
land squid. I hate those land squid.
You know, that actually might be really cool.
so, eh, you pack that away in your pack so that it's not filling the room with, spoiled
Stench.
fish smell. Uh, until you're waiting on your ghost peppered pizza.
I would like have some chili. Do you have cinnamon rolls? Chili and cinnamon rolls by chance?
Henrietta goes, well, we have chili. Um,
I had
like,
some cinnamon rolls left over from breakfast back there.
there's probably one or two.
Yeah, can I get that heated a little? Just a
Uh,
little.
what was that?
Can I get that cinnamon roll heated a little bit?
Yeah, we can heat it up. So you want chili and cinnamon rolls?
Yep.
Okay. And Henrietta goes back into the fridge and grabs a couple of leftover cinnamon rolls from breakfast. Eh, Edward turns to, to you and goes, what do you want to start your day?
Oh, my regular large black coffee, and let's see. Give me a tuna fish sandwich. I'm actually kind of into the idea of fish right now.
I turn to him and say, after smelling that, you want fish? Oh,
No kidding.
you're that kind of guy. Okay.
Yeah?
He's like, we can do that. Do you want anything to go with it or just the sandwich?
Give me some chips. Salt and
Okay.
vinegar.
He grabs a bag of generic ruffled potato chips, puts it on a paper plate, and plops the tuna fish sandwich down next to it and hands it to you. Says that'll
Uh,
be $3.95.
no, I know this is gonna give away that I'm not originally from Boston, but I just realized I'm having spicy pizza. Do you have any ranch dressing?
Of course.
Yeah, I know. I've never fully adapted to East Coast life. Yeah, okay, thanks. That's kind of a necessity.
How much would you like?
Yeah, you know, just as much as you would like give somebody for their salad, but and just you got to do something with the pizza crust.
True. He gives you two of those two of those little uh, cardboard cup things. Sets it on the plate next to the pizza.
Thanks, and thanks for the no judgment there. I know, it's
Uh,
weird.
we've got more ranch around here than we can use. For some reason, people like this stuff. Um, the pizza will be $5.95.
Here, just put it on my student account. I'll pay for
No,
their food today. They're new friends.
and that point, Henrietta comes back with the chili and cinnamon rolls. She, it's on a plate. She like put the cinnamon rolls down and poured the chili over both of them. And she slides the plate towards you.
Okay, that's definitely different. That's not how I was imagining having it.
I was just about to ask if you were from the Midwest too.
Yes, I am originally.
Oh, well, then you should be well versed in cinnamon roll and chili.
Oh yeah, but
Kind
that's
of,
not how I
kind of jealous
normally.
I didn't think of that actually.
Henrietta goes, yeah, I'm originally from Colorado. We do weird things with chili too.
That's
We
not how I normally have it, but yeah, I'll try
we
it
put
that way.
we mix our chili with spaghetti in Colorado.
Okay, that's different.
You know, which I can handle. Just I can't handle the people that also then put the ranch on it.
Yeah, nope.
Oh yeah,
Sour cream
Or
maybe, but not ranch.
or even the weirder people who put ketchup in their chili.
that's a Midwestern thing if I've ever heard of it, though.
It very much is.
Very
Some
much is.
people
I don't do
some
it, but
some people put ketchup on everything.
Yeah,
yeah, like my brother-in-law who grew up in New Jersey puts ketchup on his eggs and stuff.
Yeah. So Henrietta checks the price list, says, since this isn't a normal dish, I'm going to have to add it all together. And she says, um, that'll be $6, three for the chili and three for the cinnamon roll.
yep, I got him. I say, holding out my glow-in-the-dark student card.
Glow dark straight card.
So yeah, they're like, okay, that'll be $15.95 that we're adding to your card.
Sounds great. You know I'm good for it. They
Well,
keep paying me to be here, so I'll keep taking their money.
and we'll see you at dinner
Yep,
because it's basically lunchtime at this point. So they're like, we'll see you in 4 or 5 hours. Mm.
and then I bring everyone down to one of the tables and sit down with my food. So, you said you were on the run from somebody. I'm just gonna guess it's technocrats, because it's always technocrats. Did you kill any of them?
Um, well, I personally was smart enough not to even get near them. I volunteered for the job that meant I didn't have to deal with them. I don't think they ended up dead though.
Oh, good. That's always so annoying dealing with their hit squads afterwards.
No, you didn't actually kill them. You got away from them because they were going to shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took their guns.
But, and you just realized something. Oddly enough, Owen is not with you. He didn't come with you today.
There's something off about him a little bit, so I'm not all that shocked.
One,
That man has a secret, and it's probably a dark secret.
one
Yeah,
second,
probably.
everyone. I've got someone trying to join the call who I wasn't expecting, so I need to pause the recording here.
Just hold on. Just wait on it.
Okay.
Check your Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We can just wait on that until break.
Yes.
And uh, you eat a slice of your ghost pepper pizza, and this thing's hotter than any pizza you've ever had in your life. You start sweating, and the remnants of any hangover you had or any headache you had, you immediately forget because your head is now registering more heat than it ever had to process before. So,
Wonderful. That's just how I like it. You know, you got to burn out the toxins from the alcohol.
I'm surprised you didn't use any healing crystals.
No, the pain is part of the experience.
Oh,
if you're gonna get drunk and hungover, you gotta put up with fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
But that's also what the ranch is for. You know, it cools it down a little bit in between.
yeah, and you actually go up to the counter a couple times to get more ranch while finishing this pizza.
That means it's good. That means it's extra satisfying to finish the pizza. It's like a challenge. Once you get to the end, you did it.
Yeah, that's definitely what this is. Because if you finish a 10-inch ghost pepper pizza, you've accomplished something.
It's true.
And you are officially no longer hungover.
Awesome. I burned out the rest of the evil from my system.
all right. That sounds great, actually.
Super spicy pizza.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess with that, we
Misty,
should probably take our break, actually.
Hey, we end on a high note. I'm no longer hungover. That's actually
and
amazing given the amount of alcohol I consumed.
yeah, because you were on the edge of alcohol poisoning time
Yep.
the night was over. Uh,
Alcohol poisoning. Ah!
I feel alive for the first time in days.
your body's not trying to go, why did you do this to me?
Yeah.
Although currently your head is trying to do that after the pizza. Like,
He's like, why did you do this to me?
like, and Misty is eating her chili and cinnamon rolls, and the combination is a little bit odd, but
Nah, it's natural.
Hmm.
the
They're
chi-
Midwesterners. Don't listen to them.
Hmm.
the chili, the chili's a little bit more spicy than the cinnamon rolls can mellow out. Plus, you get a fairly heavy dose of cinnamon in the middle. So, so it's a bit odd combination, but
This is a little bit spicier than I'm used to, but it's doable.
All right, we were going to break on that note.
Yep.
yeah, we can take our break now.
All right.
You guys have conquered the cafeteria.
We will see you all in no time at all for you. So be right back.
Hello and welcome back to this episode of Mage. Uh, Before the break, we left our group having lunch in the university cafeteria in the pocket dimension that they now find themselves in. So, did you guys discuss a plan during lunch, or I know uh, you want to go find a cat
Hmm.
and
I want to go find a cat, and I'm going to be checking my email periodically to see if I hear anything about the apartment.
yeah,
And I'll be checking my email about my apartment.
and what does the newest member of our group do?
Um, Eric is going to work with trying to get these people around town a bit. Since he hasn't actually gone around town, he doesn't really know where he's going, but he's smart enough to give it a shot.
So all three of you are going to end up lost,
Exactly.
Yep, of course.
but those are the um. I'm assuming you guys have notifications on your phone for when you get a new email.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
About the time you're putting various used plates and silverware and such in the trash, you both get a notification at the same time because it turns out that the same person is renting both of these apartments out. But
Okay.
one is about 2 blocks off campus. The other one's a good mile or two away. Between campus and the city center itself.
Hmm.
So,
Can I use space magic to draw up a map that we can see?
what kind of magic?
Correspondence, the space kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'll do
roll,
that on my phone, basically.
roll to see if it works.
All right. So correspondence plus arete.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Mm, this is actually fairly simple. So we'll leave it at a 6.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, 5.
5 successes.
Yeah.
You not only draw the map you were wanting to, you, for some reason, you get caught up in this and you draw a map of the entire city on your phone.
All right. That's pretty
You
interesting
now
with Doisteppe being, how it is.
you now know every street in the city.
Awesome.
Uh,
So I'll download that file and transfer it over to the other two so that they can, work with it.
um, the student apartment is fairly easy to get to. How are you planning to get to the other one? Are you just gonna walk the mile or two that it's from
Um,
campus.
does Pocket Dimension have the equivalent of Uber?
It's probably got a taxi service.
It's got to have some way of people getting around.
Maybe like what are they called? Those little palanquins or whatever. Where they run people around with one person running in it and then people in the back seat.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the way people get around campus because the grounds that the school is on are so large that some wizard decided that he didn't want to walk that far. So he came up with those.
Oh, there's like golems that run for you. That's cool.
So, uh, and interestingly enough, since it's not human that's running it, you don't have to pay them.
Oh, fantastic.
They're free.
Well, I
So,
will direct um I just lost your character name, Rowain. Uh
No, Eleanor.
Eleanor, right. I'll direct Eleanor about how to use those.
um, on the edge of campus by the main building, there's actually something that looks akin to a modern bus stop, but it's for these things.
Okay.
So you can just wait by the sign and one will come by and pick you up.
Well, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I always have a bag with me, and of course I have a bag of the stuff that I'm taking with me. I'm gonna make sure to put that wrapped up old fish deep in that bag so it
Yeah,
doesn't attract the attention of everyone.
right.
And just take out your bank.
I think Eric will hang out with Eleanor just in case one of those land squid comes along to try and take her hand off while she's handing out this fish.
So Eleanor is going to find her apartment. Is Misty just gonna walk a couple of blocks to,
Yeah, I'll walk a couple blocks to where this apartment is.
when you get to the appointed address, there's a elderly looking lady standing in the yard. Um, Doing what looks like tending flowers. So what do you do when you get there?
I asked, I said, "Are you the person who is renting out this apartment?"
Uh, I and my husband have several apartments we're renting out, but yes.
I'm the one that messaged you about this apartment.
Okay. Um, it's the equivalent of by $500 a month.
Hmm.
Um,
500. I thought this was supposed to be the cheaper one.
it is.
That's nothing
Well,
in Doisteppe.
hands over 500 to start with. 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 500 to
Uh, uh, do you wouldn't you want to look at the place first?
Sure.
So she takes you inside of a gray brick building. It has 3 floors, and it looks like it has several apartments on each floor. Uh, she takes you up the elevator, and you stop on the 3rd floor, and she directs you to apartment 301 on the 3rd floor. She opens the door, and right now it's an empty apartment. There's no furniture. It's just an empty, standard looking apartment. Um, she says you can either buy your own furniture or we can supply it for you, whichever you would
I would
like.
think for now I will just let you supply it,
Okay.
as I don't know how long I'll be here.
We can have it furnished by late afternoon tomorrow.
Okay. Got a sleeping bag?
What?
Got a sleeping bag?
I didn't get that.
Do you have a sleeping bag?
Oh, oh, you were wanting to stay here tonight.
Yes. Which I
Um,
could do it with just a sleeping bag. Or a sheet and a pillow.
it's basically slightly after lunchtime.
Yeah.
She says come back by 4 o'clock and we'll at least have a bed in here.
Okay.
I, the rest of it we'll have to do tomorrow, but
That is fine. Just as long as I have somewhere to sleep.
yeah, we can do that. So she hands you a copy of the key and um, says when it's furnished tomorrow, I'll have you do paperwork at that point.
Okay.
And she shows you back outside and goes back to tending her flowers.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you. While the two of them are uh, looking at the other apartment, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow the map to the apartment.
Oh, you want to go with them? So the 3 of you get to the quote bus stop on the edge of campus. And you only have to wait 5 minutes uh, for one of these to come around and pick you up. It's a tight squeeze for 3 people, but it can be done. Um, so the the golem turns and looks at you like it doesn't say anything, but it's looking at you like, where do you want to go?
I'll give the address of the apartment I'm looking at.
Okay. The golem looks at the address and nods its head, and you guys start moving uh, surprisingly quickly, actually. And it only takes 5-10 minutes to get to the address you gave him.
Oh, wow, this is a fast bugger.
Well, golems are strong,
That's true.
so yeah. So he stops, and the three of you climb out. And since there was no picture of the building in the ad, you had no idea what the building you were headed for looks like.
That's true.
This is a high-rise building. This is 20 floors easy. This is a modern looking glass and metal building. Or at
Okay.
least that's what it looks like. The three of you walk into the building, and there's a man in wizard robes standing behind a podium. Goes, "Welcome to the Whitmore. Uh, can I help you?"
Yeah, I actually inquired about an apartment and received an email to come look at it.
Uh, you must be talking about apartment 12A.
Yeah, I believe that is the number I was given.
It's been empty for some time now. Um, the person renting it is not here, but I can show it to you.
Okay,
And if
that would be lovely.
and if you like it, you can email them back. Uh, so he takes the three of you and walks over to the lobby elevator and presses the 12th floor button,
Hmm.
and, and in a few seconds you're on the 12th floor. The elevator opens, and he directs you to 12A, which is right across from the elevator. He goes to unlock the door. It's already unlocked. He's he steps back with a slightly concerned look on his face, because this is not a building where people leave their doors unlocked, and especially an empty apartment.
Right.
He says maintenance hasn't been here today, and they always lock the apartments when they do work. Um, he cautiously steps to the door, pushes it open. It it's a very nice apartment from what you can see through the door. Um, it has a fully stocked bar to the left of the door, a, a big screen TV on the wall, um, sort of a pit group for uh, living room furniture. The only thing that is off in this room is the large blood stain uh, next to the pit group in the living room.
That's probably not a good sign.
And it looks like it's been there for a day or two.
So I'm assuming the bloodstain doesn't come with the apartment normally.
No, that's not one of our uh, attractions to our apartments. In fact, we're gonna have to replace the carpeting in the living room if you actually want the place. Um, don't know why maintenance wouldn't have reported this. Uh, if you wish, I can show you the rest of the apartment, but
Um, I almost wonder now if maybe it would be um smart to maybe look into why there's a giant blood stain rather than just having us all go in.
Yeah.
well, yes.
Can
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can I use magic to determine use life magic to determine what kind of blood it is, like if it's human or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll your arete along with your life.
Okay.
And
What's the difficulty?
7.
Okay. Just barely succeeded. I almost botched that. I got one success.
You are able to tell that it's human blood.
Okay. So this is human blood. It's not some random animal sacrifice.
So the attendant says, well, I'm very sorry. I didn't really know about this.
I mean,
Even
that's
if,
okay.
even if, even if you do want to move in, it will take at least a couple of days to get the carpet redone. Um,
Well, you said this apartment's been empty, so there shouldn't have been anyone here to bleed all over the carpet.
no, this apartment's been empty for at least 3 months that I can remember. So I have no idea.
Well, do you have the equivalent of security cameras here?
We do, but they're mainly for the hallway, not.
Well,
So
yeah, but you
there's,
could see who left the door unlocked at the very least, and that might give you some clue.
or see who's been in here, or what's been in here, or
Maybe I should call campus security. They generally deal with this sort of thing when it happens on campus.
Well,
Yes,
this
I'm
is
sure
also.
campus security has authority for the city at large.
this isn't on campus. Uh, he says the attendant says we could call the equivalent of our normal police department.
That might be a good call here. That seems like an awful lot of blood for, especially in
Yeah.
an apartment that should be empty.
Um,
I'm secretly hoping this will get me a discount on the apartment.
the, the attendant says, oh, by the way, the normal rental price for this apartment is 1,100, equivalent to 1,100 a month.
Okay, I can swing that.
Um, but that includes all utilities and, you know,
Yeah,
trash and all of it.
that's doable. I can do that.
Um, so, uh, yeah, we should go downstairs um, to my office and call the authorities.
You're also one called the landlord.
Yeah, because the authorities will want to question him too, I would assume.
Oh, how long do you think this questioning will take? I've got some experiments that I need to run by the end of the day.
Oh, it won't be done that soon.
Oh no.
I would advise, if you are a college student, to go back to campus and do what you need to do. If the authorities need to get a hold of you, they will. Um, but since I was with you when we found this, I doubt if the three of you will be much interest to them.
Oh good. Yeah, I'll step back home and well, if they need me, you've got my face on your security camera. I recorded at the campus.
Well, yeah. And I will also take down the three of your phone numbers in case we need to get a hold of you.
All right, it's five
And
five five 555 5555.
and
Uh huh.
and and he takes down the three of your numbers, and that way I'll also have it when this is done. you need to come in for paperwork if you still want to rent the place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still interested, once the carpet's replaced.
It's still a very nice looking apartment
Hmm.
and a
Although,
very
wouldn't they want to block it off for crime investigation?
nice looking building.
Hmm.
The blood stain is the only problem. Um,
And like I said, wouldn't they want to block it off for investigation?
actually, no. When when the police department get there, basically what the police department here consists of, or at least this police car consists of, are two men in dark black robes and gold trim who you can tell just by looking at them that they've been doing this for a long time. And you can also tell that they are wizards. And um, they park their car and walk straight into the building. What are the three of you gonna do?
Uh, well, I was gonna teleport home, but now that would look kind of suspicious, so I'm going to see if I can slowly walk out of the building.
They walk, as you three walk out, they walk in. Both of them see the three of you, and they look at you for a second, almost staring at you, and then walk past you. And at that moment, you definitely feel an almost burning tingle up your spine. And if the two of you don't know Eric Wood, the two wizards scanned you as they walked by. If you had information they needed, they wouldn't have let you leave. So you walk out the door and um, Eric, you said you were going to teleport. What are the other two of you doing?
I'd actually like to hang around just for a little bit longer to see if this is going to be like a full investigation of things, or if I'm going to get this apartment pretty quickly.
And I'll just hang with her because I can't go to my apartment until about 4.
I actually remembered that I wanted to hang around just in case the land squid showed up, so I'm gonna wait
I
for.
don't think they're going to get me in an apartment building.
Oh no, for when later on when you go to look for your cat.
Oh, right.
Um, in fact, you could do that while you're waiting for word from the apartment.
Just okay. I didn't show up to my new apartment and be like, oh, by the way, I hope cats are okay. This is my cat.
surprisingly, cats are okay in most apartments around here because wizards keep familiars.
That's
Yeah,
true.
the assistant that showed you the apartment
Hmm.
said that uh, cats are fine.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just go get my cat.
Um, he said the wizard should be technically done with the apartment by the end of the day, and then all we really need to do is replace the carpeting.
Okay, I can get like a hotel or something tonight, I suppose.
Yeah, it, it'll literally be a day or two at the most. So, um, so then the three of you wander off to find an alley in which you can get your cat and get rid of this smelly fish that you are currently carrying around.
All right, so I'm gonna find an alley that looks like there's lots of cat activity in there, and I'm gonna get the fish out and set it at the end of the alley and wait.
Your um well, you're able to find an alley and you set the fish by a dumpster. A couple of people scramble to their feet from the edge, from the sides of the alley, and run out of it, acting like you disturbed their nap or something. Um,
Oops.
a little bit later, there's three of you are still standing there, and actually, a small gang of five cats enter the other end of the alley.
5, huh?
There are there's one male cat and
Hmm.
four females that are following behind him. The male cat's sort of a scruffy looking gray and white cat.
Hmm.
The females are um, they almost look like Persians,
Hmm.
the, the big fluffy ones. There's a black one, a white one, and a gray one, and then one that's sort of mottled color.
Okay.
She looks like she's been bred with something else. The Persians obviously have escaped from owners because those are expensive cats
Hmm.
and they don't just wander around. Um, so it doesn't take them long to smell the fish on your end of the dumpster. And all five of them basically charge down the alley because they obviously haven't been fed for a while.
Okay. I'm going to wait for them to get to the fish, and then I'm going to very slowly and cautiously approach them while, saying the cliche little things that you say to cats to not scare them.
Okay.
I say, which one do you want? I can just make them go to sleep for a little bit and you can pick them up.
No, you have to build trust with cats.
Oh,
The
that's not like rats at all.
no. Um, the four females don't pay you any attention. They're like, there's food here.
Mhm.
The male is takes a protective defensive stance and is like, go away.
Okay. Um, so I have life magic. Could I possibly somehow manipulate myself to exude something basically close to cat pheromones?
Let me think. What in the world would that be? Uh,
Probably be like life 2.
at least,
Yeah.
what do you have? What level of life do you have?
Okay, never mind. Just
Yeah,
life 1.
no, that's too complicated.
Could I use mind 3 to calm him down and make him feel safe, though?
Use what?
Mind 3.
That should work easy. Mind 3 works on humans.
Yeah, you could combine that with your arete and uh, actually convince him that you're not a threat.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
Okay, roll that. See
Well,
how many successes you get.
what would be the difficulty?
I think it's just 6 for casting magic.
Yeah, with mine 3, it would be 6.
3 successes.
You actually stare at him as he's, you know, being all protective, and uh, after a second, he just sort of relaxes. He's still standing there in between the ladies and you and the fish, but he's not aggressive anymore. He's just relaxed standing there.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly walk up to him and reach down and scratch him behind the ears.
You do that, you hear a muffled purr. Um, mm, he turns and looks at the the four female cats and realizes they've practically eaten all the fish that was there. So he sort of hurriedly goes over and eats something before they finish it without him. And which aggravates the four girls a bit because, you know, they were
Mhm.
like, this is ours. uh, but he's no longer aggressive, and the five of them are just eating. So what do you want to do?
Well, let's see. 5 is a bit overkill for the number of cats that I want, but
I didn't assume that you wanted all of them. That was
that's
my
a strong assumption to assume you're going to put cats in front of me, and I don't want every single one of them.
that's why I asked what you wanted to do.
It's about that sleep. Could you put all 5 of them to sleep?
I can try. Might take me doing it one at a time, but at the very least I can... Let me see exactly how hard that is. Do do do. Simple feat. And yeah, I should be able to do that because they're all clustered together right now.
Okay, well, obviously the females are very hungry. They're all very hungry, so they should probably find homes instead of being street cats, or re-find their homes.
Okay. Should I roll life plus arete to try and sleep these cats?
Yep,
All right.
difficulty level 6.
Okay. Oh, that's an easy 5 successes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're
So
very asleep.
Yeah.
all 5 of these cats just pass out on top of whatever's left of this fish.
Oh, great. They're gonna smell just wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
Exactly.
street cats. I'm sure they already smell terrible.
yeah, they've been living in alleys and such.
And
That's
digging
fair.
in trash and
So now you have 5 unconscious cats.
All right, I think my plan is going to be that I want to keep the male, and we'll find the females' homes or new homes.
Okay.
So that sounds like something I'm going to have to ponder since I don't technically have a home to go to yet.
Not for another day or two or so.
I'm going to have to find a cat friendly hotel or sneak them in.
No.
I can always take them back to my dorm for a little while.
I'll take one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll technically be in your apartment another hour or two.
Hmm.
Uh, what is the dorm policy on cats and other pets and such?
I'm not in the dorm. I'm in an apartment.
Talking to Eric.
Um, I'd imagine that they're okay with having a cat, but like 3 cats or 4 cats, which I'd be having to deal with right now, would probably
Well,
be a little
you'd have 3 if I take one. You'd only have 3.
yeah,
Mm.
uh would probably be a little too far.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have to get them in cages and pretend that they're laboratory animals for for the short time.
Or I sneak them into a hotel. That's also.
Yeah, you could just sneak them into a hotel.
I mean, they're asleep. I can put them in a bag together and.
Just cats in a sack.
Mm-hmm.
Cats in a sack.
How long does that, what you did to them last?
With 5 successes, uh, a long
Probably,
time.
probably at least a day.
Yeah, pretty much until I say otherwise is the effect on the reference chart.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're asleep until further notice.
Yeah,
Perfect. I can give them baths and everything while they're unconscious then.
Yep.
yeah.
Good idea.
So which cat do you take, Misty?
I will take a tabby one.
Oh, which are the Persians? I mean,
Unfortunately,
the
I don't
white,
know.
the black, the gray, or the
I'll take the
mottled one?
black. I'll take
Black
the
one?
black.
Okay.
Mm. And where is Ellie gonna stay tonight? Is she gonna take Eric up on his offer of a dorm room, or are you gonna try and find a hotel, or
I think I'm gonna try to find a hotel so that I can do a very short check-in video of I'm on vacation. See you soon.
okay? That'll hopefully yeah, calm your viewers down and won't lose you any viewers while this is going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some very cute stage photos of me washing the cats in the hotel sink too. Like do the whole like roll up a washcloth and put over their eyes spa day kind of pictures.
um, you're able to find a hotel that's actually a short walk from the alley that you found the cats in. This is definitely not a high end hotel like the apartment you're moving into, but it's sort of mid range. It's not horrible, but it's not,
Good enough. It's only for a day or two.
yeah. And with you putting the cats into your bag,
Hmm.
they don't even notice you bringing them in.
Good. Yeah, I'll
You,
pay for a room and get settled in.
yeah, you sign the book and give them $40, and they give you a key and say complimentary breakfast in the morning.
Oh, for a place like this, that's probably a pre-portioned bowl of cereal and a banana, but free is free.
And as you walk to your room through the lobby,
Mhm.
you see a large wheeled tray full of various different kinds of pastries and a large metal orange juice thing. And yeah, we've all been at those kind of hotels. So,
Mhm.
yeah. And so you get settled in your room and you start taking your pictures of you giving the cats baths and
Mhm.
putting the correct text under the pictures and
Mhm.
posting them to Instagram or whichever social media you post them to. And um, Eric Eric goes back to his laboratory on campus to continue with the biology experiments he has to do. And it's about this time it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. So Misty goes back over to the apartment. Um, Strangely enough, the same lady is still outside tending flowers. It's been like 4.5 hours. And you wonder if this woman has even moved in the last 4.5 hours. But,
Do you ever go anywhere? Do you ever do anything besides stand there and play with flowers?
well, I'm the apartment manager. So I have an apartment in the building. So I'm always here.
Always in the exact same spot, though?
Well, not quite. I have moved halfway down the row since you've been gone. Uh, yeah, had
Oh.
to stop to watch afternoon soaps on TV.
Oh, do you mind if I have a cat?
No, as long as it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Okay. Don't know about that, but yeah.
And you definitely have to clean up.
That's what it's gonna do while it was sleeping.
And
Magically sleeping.
your bed is in your apartment.
Thank you.
I even threw in there a pillow and a sheet and a blanket for the
Ah,
night.
good. Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll have your furniture in by tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And with that, I think this is a good place to call it for the night.
Okay.
Because it's 9:30 my time, which means it's 11:30 your guys' time. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
you have a half an hour before you have to go to work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, so
All right. So, anybody got anything to say before I launch into the spiel?
Thank you for watching us, and I hope you enjoyed us.
yeah.
All right.
And
Please like
check us on all of our places to find us.
and subscribe. We're on
Yeah.
Facebook at Fallen Dragons RPG, Anchor at anchor.fm/fallen-dragon, at dragons_RPG on Twitter, and Fallen Dragons RPG, all one word, on Discord. And if you want to talk to us on any of those services, we are, well, other than Anchor, because it doesn't really have any comment section, um, we are always available and always ready to talk to you. So please just give us a chat and we'll talk right back.
Mm. And check out Rowain's stories that she writes on Royal Road.
Mhm. Easy to find me. It's just the same name you see here.
Yep, Rowain Flynn at Royal Road. And yeah,
And
thanks everybody for watching.
check out all our other games that we run, because
Because there's a
at
few of them.
least three, at least three of us run games on the channel. So
All right,
Good night.
everybody have a great night.
hope you had fun watching.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.